19-1 Whizlock is the ultimate blaster caster. What? Rules as written, you only roll 1d4 with Magic Missile, so you take Evocation Wizard and Hexblade Warlock for Empowered Evocation, Overchannel, and Hexblade's Curse. With 20 intelligence and the features listed, you gain plus 11 to the damage roll and automatically roll a 4 on the die. A 5th level Magic Missile now deals a guaranteed 112 force damage. Jesse, the monster cast shield. It's now Jim Bob's turn. Honestly, if you're gonna power game this much, at least make it foolproof. But check with your DM first. Remember, D&D is about everyone's fun, not just your own. But anyways, hello guys, and welcome back to Meme Mondays episode 6. Today we will be talking about D&D memes. As a DM who has played a lot of D&D over the years, and with a table of amazing players, one of whom gave me the idea for this video, thanks Roy. It sounded like a good idea to share some D&D memes. Let me know in the comment section below what theme my next Meme Monday should be. But just before we get into the rest of the memes, make sure you like this video, comment down below if you want to be featured in my next Meme Mondays, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the memes. Players the second you even hint that you'll allow homebrew.
I want a pistol with a silencer.
No, Roy, your orc fighter who came from a land of cavemen cannot have a gun. DM, your path down leads you to a steep cliff. To safely climb down, you must all roll Barbarian. Yeah, I'm sure most of you have heard about the max full damage Raging Barbarian meme. That's why in my campaigns we don't cap full damage. And the players used it against me when they turned my big bad into a snail and dropped it from 1,480 feet! 148 d6. And then they fireballed the corpse. As if that wasn't enough! I brainstorm and create a new character concept with a well-written backstory and an incentive to join a party. I make the character at level 1 with arcs and story plots in mind, ready to join a new game. There are no games available in my area. Yeah, for the lucky few like me who have a table of great players who are ready to play pretty much every weekend, yeah, they're hard to come by. Thanks guys, sorry for cursing most of you. No, I'm not. When your players do something amazingly ludicrous and you got no idea how to rule it. Roll a D100. Fellow DMs out there, I know you got my back. Just don't tell our players we do this. That's my secret, Captain. I'm as clueless as they are. Who would win in a race? The fastest monster in D&D 5th edition who can teleport 75 miles per hour. So-called rats with wings. 90 miles per hour. Okay, listen, 5th edition has a little bit of a skewed rules when it comes to movement. Just let it be. Let it be. Every edition has its flaws, okay? Listen, nobody knows what the jump rules are, but they're still in there. Welcome to heaven. Why do you guys have different halo sizes? The better the person you are on Earth, the bigger the halo. Wait, what did this guy do? He joined an ongoing online campaign as a total stranger, but actually had a good quality microphone. Honestly, this kind of goes for all of my players, but looking at you, Luna. You weird Scottish stranger who kind of just came out of nowhere. And we love you for it. When your character dies, but you just play another one with the same build immediately after. Personally, I don't like to play the same build over and over and over again. I think it gets a little bit boring, but I'll play the same class, Warlocks, just vastly different characters. I really like to build upon the story. Also, Quan Chi does look a little bit like Kratos from Ohio. Just saying. Me as a kid.
I'm gonna make an edgy spellcaster.
Preteen to teen. That's kind of cringe. I'm gonna make a fighter. Me now. I'm gonna make an edgy spellcaster. As I said, love my Warlocks. Enough said. Yes, I'll sell my soul for a D10 cantrip. What kind of question is that? Oh, a new spell just dropped. It's Find Steed, a 9th level divination. For rogues. Casting time 8 hours. Range 5 feet. Components VSM. And a horse worth at least 50 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. The duration is concentration up to 1 round. You summon a magical horse spirit which takes the form of a 12-foot cone of magical copium. The horse is spectral and doesn't occupy its space. While within 1 mile of the horse, you have advantage on intelligence acrobatics checks to convince yourself this format in any way makes sense for summoning spells. Me, when one of my players... No, let's correct this. DMs, when one of your players asks you if you've leveled up for the 16 quadrillion, 457 trillion, 357 billion, 475 million, 736,100,552 fuck? How many times? Stop asking me for a level up. I will tell you when there's a level up, okay? Alright. Oh, you know exactly who I'm talking about, Roy. Is 3 a lot? Well, it depends on the context. Dollars? No. 3 elves in a 4-person party? Yes. Listen, I will reiterate it. Elves are sexy. Listen, all I'm saying is there's a reason that the elvish lineages used to give you a plus in charisma, alright? That's because they're sexy, and we all know it. As a TTRPG or tabletop role-playing enjoyer, you have 2 options. You can imagine a creature based on the description given by the DM, or you can imagine the DM's face with different body and clothing, no matter how it's described. I am convinced that some of my players do this, and they still flirt with me. And I don't know whether to be honored or not, because some of those creatures are monsters. Yeah.
This is it for me. I had a good run, I guess. My journey ends now.
Not while I draw breath, fellow adventurer. By the grace of the Cloud Daddy, you shall survive.
That was amazing. What magic was that?
Why, the power of the Sky God himself, my dear boy.
Can you teach me?
But of course, you need to devote the remainder of your life to him and practice his rituals and sacraments each day. You must also donate a reasonable sum of gold to his temple each 10 day, as well as memorize the words of his holy text and abstain from any and all forms of physical intimacy. Oh, I nearly forgot to mention.
Oh man, I just remembered I have somewhere I gotta be, so...
This is why warlocks are better than clerics. Change my mind. Just joking. You can't. POV, you just roll for a random encounter and the DM pulls out a homebrewed stat block. This creature has 3 necks but 4 faces and a long tail that interweaves some of its necks together with scales all over its body and these fish-like, dragon-like winged ear things on the side of it. Yeah, okay, can we kill it? Honestly, I'm kind of used to just making every stat block homebrewed at that point, but that's kind of a trauma response to, well, I used to have a player back in there who used to look up the stat blocks of the creatures I was making them fight during the fight that they were in, and also, you know, telling the other players what they could and couldn't do. Long conversation, another story for another time. All I'll say is unless your DM specifically allows you to do that, don't do that. Don't look up stat blocks if you're a player. Unless it's for like druid wild shapes and stuff. But other than that, check with the DM before doing so. When everyone goes to sleep, but then the DM says your name.
Please say psych.
I have an unhealthy addiction to doing this to my players. Whether it's for an actual purpose or whether it's just for a prank for the meme, well, that's to be determined on the day. But it's funny, and I'm not gonna say sorry.
I finally found it. After 15 years! The Scroll of Truth! The DM should be having fun too!
Yeah. This one shouldn't have to be said, and I'm glad I don't go through this with my players, but please, for the love of God, remember that your DM is also a player at your table, when you care more about your D&D character's life and accomplishments than your own. Ooh, this one hit a bit harder than I thought it would. Ooh.
Could it be? The Sword of Lies? Dino Nuggies are not acceptable snacks to provide for D&D night.
Well, I'm convinced. Now how do we get out of here?
Go left.
Right it is. Honestly, if my players brought Dino Nuggies to the table for D&D night, instant level up. Or at the very least, inspiration. I'm a simple man with simple needs, and most of those needs can be fulfilled with Nuggies. Why is it, when something happens, it's always you 5? Because Tiamat is the best mythical creature, and I will die on this hill, and I will happily take anyone down who even tries to defy Tiamat, the 5-headed dragon queen! Yes, queen! No. Calm down. Don't let them get to you. Just remember your 5 legendary actions. That's it. Seriously though, I love Tiamat. I've even teased her in my current campaign. You should have seen my players' faces. They were mortified. When you're a first-time DM and your player asks if they can try something cool that's not rules as written. Yeah, let's just ask the captain. Oh, wait a second. That's me. Honestly, just try letting your players get away with something that's not rules as written. It's so cool, it's so fun, makes them feel really smart, and you can also award creativity. I do it all the time. My players are really creative, really interactive with the world, and just overall an amazing set of players. but those are some stories for another time. If you do want to hear some of my D&D stories about me and my party, then let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I'll do a video on them one day. But anyway, let's give a shout out to some people who left a comment on my last Meme Monday, so thank you so much to all of these people on the screen, and make sure you, my dear viewer, comment down below if you want to be featured in the next Meme Mondays. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content so far. It's been a pleasure making content for you. I'm having fun with it. I hope you are too. And as always, remember, my friend, take care now.
Gabongas!